WBTV News starts right now with breaking news.
A night of news. Right now, a situation in Watauga County where at least one deputy is dead, another deputy trapped inside with a shooter, SWAT trying to get inside right now to see what is going on.
And they sacrificed so much for us, and they deserve better.
And in an opposite situation, all eyes in the nation on a judge's decision in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Why this judge denied showing us video of a man being shot by deputies.
And therefore that petition is respectfully denied.
Plus, mask rules change. Another step towards not having to wear a mask. New words tonight from the governor.
Good evening. Welcome to your 11 o'clock news. I'm Molly Grantham. It is a busy evening, so let's go ahead and get started. We begin with that breaking news out of Watauga County. Officials on scene at Hardeman Circle aren't saying much, but you do see them praying. They are only confirming one deputy is dead and another might be critically hurt. They say the second deputy is trapped inside a home. Someone inside the home is firing shots periodically at anyone who gets near. The Watauga County Sheriff's Office says they were doing a welfare check this morning when suddenly fired upon. And just into our newsroom, a little more context on what happened from the North Carolina House representative from Watauga County, Ray Pickett. He told the General Assembly in Raleigh the deputies were, quote, ambushed. WBTV just obtained that audio recording from what he said to the crowd in Raleigh.
I received some terrible news from Watauga County today. We've had a situation. At first we thought it was a teenager, but through further reports, he was an older gentleman. He killed his mother and father today. Sheriff deputies responded to a welfare check. He ambushed them, shot 3 of them, killed 1. The second one's holding on by a thread. I'm attempting to get as much information as I can. They're still trying to get the man out of the house as we speak. So please, everybody in this house, please keep those folks in your prayers.
New at 11 o'clock, we do have team coverage. Ron Lee and Alex Giles are live at this armed standoff east of Boone tonight. So go ahead, Ron, let's start with you. This whole thing started this morning, as we said, when deputies walked into gunfire. You have been there now for hours. So what do we know at this hour at 11 o'clock?
Well, Molly, let's first start off by talking about the condition of these deputies. The first deputy that was flown to Johnson City, Tennessee after being shot and severely wounded, we are told, unfortunately, has succumbed to his injuries. His name was Sergeant Chris Ward. That second deputy, who was also shot and who remains on the scene, his name is Deputy Logan Fox. Now, the fact that he was shot and is still here, just looking from the outside, is very concerning. Right now, we simply don't have any indication on when all of this is going to end. Now, officials first got the call for a welfare check at a home off Handyman Circle. Apparently, the homeowner and his family failed to show up for work when deputies entered the home. They came under gunfire. Chris Ward was flown to the trauma center in Johnson City. Again, he died there tonight. The other deputy, Logan Fox, was still inside of the house. All afternoon, we've seen law enforcement from across the state show up here. Special units carrying long rifles, decked in camouflage, trying to bring the standoff to an end. Tonight, officials tell us the gunman inside the house is continuing to fire at officers right now, so they have no way to make entry to see if others have been injured. Neighbors have been evacuated. Many I talked to tell me they are absolutely stunned about what happened.
This will shake the community up here. We lost an officer several years ago, and it shook them then, and it's going to really shake them this time.
Now, just in the time that we started talking, a lot has actually changed. Looking around here, a lot of the cars in the parking lot have moved out. The people that have been evacuated have gotten in the cars and have left, presumably going back home. A lot of the officials have gone. SWAT officers have been arriving here in droves. So this scene, we're not exactly sure yet. We don't have it confirmed, but this scene may be wrapped up. We'll make sure to bring you the full details as soon as we get them. Live in Boone, I'm Ron Lee, WBTV. On your side.
I'm still waiting for the facts on exactly what's going on, but that's good perspective from what you see where you are. Ron Lee live tonight. Thank you. Now, for those of you hearing Watauga County and you're thinking solely of skiing or App State or quiet mountain living, we get it. That's what the serene and picturesque area is really known for. Well, tonight our Alex Giles is also in that area talking with locals. And Alex, we have to imagine this chaos comes as a surprise to those who live there.
Molly, it definitely does. I went to a shopping center about 10 minutes from where we are right now and was talking to several people, and each person I approached seemed to know exactly what was going on and had heard about what happened, because this is a small town community. And not only were these people surprised to hear about this situation today, they were also very saddened.
It didn't take long for word about what happened here in Watauga County to spread. Many people heard about it. Some even saw the heavy law enforcement activity in the area.
Well, I actually saw all of the cop cars going crazy throughout the day, and then I kind of checked in with my partner, and we kind of looked at the news, and we're like, oh wow, this is happening. There's a crazy situation going on.
That situation leading to death, and it hits close to home for Marco Hernandez. He says he has a friend who is a sheriff's deputy.
It's just heartbreaking to hear about that, especially just as we're a small town. It is pretty heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking and surprising. The locals in Watauga County haven't seen something like this happen in years. In 2012, Watauga County Deputy William Mast was killed in a shooting at only 23 years old.
These things like that just don't happen around here, so it's highly unexpected, and like just the circumstances, never really think about something like that happening here.
Wednesday's shooting has left many with unanswered questions. As law enforcement continues to work through this tragedy, the people of Boone are already starting to mourn.
You know, all the officers, their families, I really, my prayers and my heart goes out to them.
The Dollar Tree family is praying for the families involved all the way around. We love you.
And that last woman you heard from, who was working at a local Dollar Tree, told me that she remembers the last time that they lost a law enforcement officer here in Watauga County. And she said, of course, what happened today just brings back bad memories. Reporting live, Alex Giles, WBTV, on your side.
Alex, thank you. We will have continued coverage on this story, both on air and on our website. Our team coverage from Watauga County continues tomorrow morning here on WBTV starting at 4:30 a.m.